In the beginning, before mountains rose and rivers found their paths, there was love. Not an idea of love, but a person who is love itself. The Bible tells us God so loved the world that he gave his only Son. This is the heart of everything. A Father who loves, and a Son who came to show us that love in flesh and blood. Before you took your first breath, you were known. Psalm 139 says, "You knit me together in my mother's womb." God's love is not something you must earn. It is not a reward for good behavior. It is the ground you stand on, the light that was shining long before you ever looked for it. He does not love you because you are lovable. He loves you because he is love. Into a small, humble town, wrapped in ordinary cloth, God's love took on a face. Jesus was born not in a palace, but in a manger, among shepherds and animals, because God's love reaches into the lowest, quietest places of our lives. Heaven bent down to earth, and eternity stepped into time. Jesus taught in parables, sitting on hillsides and by the sea. He said, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and love your neighbor as yourself." He didn't just speak of love, he lived it. He touched the untouchable, forgave the unforgivable, and welcomed those the world had cast aside. In his hands, love became something you could see and touch. Jesus called himself the Good Shepherd, the one who leaves the 99 to search for the one lost sheep. He said, "I know my sheep, and my sheep know me." This is not a distant God watching from far away. This is a shepherd who walks beside us through every valley, every shadow, every storm. On a mountainside, Jesus turned the world's values upside down. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are the merciful. Blessed are the peacemakers. In a world that prizes power, Jesus blessed the humble. In a world that rewards the strong, Jesus lifted up the broken. When they brought him a woman condemned by the crowd, Jesus knelt and wrote in the sand. "Let the one without sin cast the first stone," he said. One by one, the accusers walked away. Then he turned to her, not with judgment, but with mercy. "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." This is grace, love that meets us exactly where we are and calls us to something higher. On a hill outside the city, love went to its furthest length. Jesus stretched out his arms and gave his life, carrying the weight of every wrong ever done. "Greater love has no one than this," he said, "than to lay down one's life for one's friends." The cross is not a symbol of defeat. It is the proof of how far love will go. But the story does not end in a tomb. On the third day, the stone was rolled away. Death, which seems to have the final word, did not. Jesus rose, and in rising, he turned every ending into a beginning. Because he lives, hope is not a wish, it is a certainty. This is the message that has echoed for 2,000 years. God loves you. Not the version of you that you present to the world, but the real you, the tired you, the doubting you, the hoping you. Jesus said, "Come to me, all who are weary, and I will give you rest." Whatever you carry today, you are invited into that love, a love without end, a love that has already found you.